Hey guys, and welcome back to Fringe Friday. I am Carmen, and today we are watching season 2, episode 23, I think, of Fringe, the season finale of season 2. We have already seen part 1. It was a lot and very interesting and very nerve-wracking and scary, and Walter got shot. So that was a lot. Anyway, yeah, we're trying to save Peter, save Walter, save the world. I think that's all we really gotta say. Let's get right into this one.
An unstable wormhole at the Madison Square Garden that would not close was quarantined by Fringe Division in 1999. Due to recent legal developments, the 10,000 citizens encased in Quarantine Amber have been recently ruled legally dead.
Oh, okay, so they don't die?
Homeland Security received a report of a high-priority individual being admitted into the ER at New York General Hospital.
Who?
You.
That's the odd part, sir. It's you.
Imagine this moment so many times. I can't imagine how strange it must be for you.
I've seen strange.
Mm-hmm.
This is something else.
This is the last hospital before the park. If we don't find Walter here, we'll start heading uptown. I checked with my sources at Homeland Security. I don't believe Walter and his people have found him yet.
Walter?
It's a nickname Walter gave him years ago, Walternet. Over here, he's the Secretary of Defense. The Fringe team answers to him.
To Walter?
Takes a little getting used to, doesn't it? Excuse me.
Hey, pal, if you ain't bleeding, back of the line. Excuse me, sir. I didn't realize.
It's quite all right. I believe a friend of mine is being treated here.
What's the patient's...
Hurry. Hurry.
You go. I'll buy you some time. You find Walter. I'll meet you in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm. Who is he, though? Like, his little ID.
Excuse me. Don't I know you from somewhere? I have it. You're agents. Fringe Division, you work for the Secretary. I see you're carrying the 76 Pulse sidearms. 76 models don't have the phase repeater. That's a design flaw.
Yeah. It's you, isn't it?
Yes, Walter.
Prove it.
Come on, Walter. We don't have time for this.
Yes, it is you.
Excuse me, sir.
Hopefully you bought enough time.
Bell's waiting for us.
Billy's here.
Yes.
It's nice of him to finally show up.
Are you looking for something? I need the security footage for this unit now.
See like, you were just here, but you had blonde hair and no bangs.
Hello, William.
Walter,
See, you've aged.
it appears I'm not the only one.
Get in.
Little angry old man, I love it. Mm-hmm. Yep. Sorry, I'm just excited.
What's the red?
What's the quarantine areas?
Boston?
Most all of them. Because of what that man did. The man who stole you.
A lot of blame to place on just one man.
When our two universes first interacted, it caused soft spots on the other side, but it was much worse here. The laws of physics were turned into mere suggestions. But I'm hoping you can change all that.
I don't know what you heard about me, but changing the laws of physics might be slightly above my abilities. Whatever it is, it's unlike anything I've ever seen before. So what is it?
Very old tech.
Uh-huh.
I believe can be applied to heal the problems of this world. Replaced missing parts with new equipment, but unfortunately it still doesn't work. My engineers tell me that the problem probably lies in the power source. I was hoping that you would have a look at it.
Of course I would.
Sir, Agent Dunham is here. She doesn't have an appointment.
Tell her.
Olivia's here.
Send her in.
It's a different Olivia. So weird.
Sir.
This is Peter.
Sir.
Thank you, Major.
Do I have something in my teeth?
You remind me of somebody I know.
Yep.
But your hair's different. I think I like yours better.
Would you excuse us, please, Peter? I need to
Do you?
speak to Agent Dunham.
Eavesdrop. Eavesdrop.
I told you there'd be invaders coming over from the other side, but I didn't tell you they would be us.
No, you did not.
Alternate versions of ourselves, but don't be deceived, Olivia. They're monsters in our skin. They'll do anything, say anything to gain our trust, but they can't be trusted.
He's lying.
That man, he knows me. Or her. That's why he was staring at me. Is he from the other side?
That man is my son, Peter.
Your son who was kidnapped 20 years ago?
Yep.
Kidnapped by them.
I mean, not exactly, but yeah. Olivia didn't do it. I mean,
Double-breaded, big crunches.
Kentucky grilled chicken.
That's it, then.
What?
We need a doorstop. Something to hold the door open, where Olivia has already provided a crack.
Okay.
No. For starters, I need a particle accelerator. I don't think they exactly sell those at the local drugstore.
No. But I think I know where we can get one.
Massive dynamic.
I'm sure you opened massive dynamic on this side as well.
As a matter of fact, I did not. I did not have
to get
any
rich and famous while I was rotting away in a padded cell.
Walter, will you please take a rest?
You build a doorstop, if you can. I'm gonna go look for Peter. And do you have a cell phone?
I'm stressed.
It's safest if we don't try to communicate with one another. We'll meet back at the Opera House in 12 hours. We've accomplished a lot together, Walter. But she may be our greatest achievement.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm scared that, like...
Secretary thinks you'll be comfortable here.
Yeah. He wants her to distract Peter.
What was it like on the other side? Secretary told me.
Oh, like it is here. Just
A little different.
slightly different. Subtle, but definitely different.
You know, when people find out that you're back, you're gonna be famous.
What do you mean?
Well, you're kidnapping. It's a famous story.
So I'm like the Lindbergh baby?
The what?
Different.
What's she like?
Other her.
She's a lot like you.
Just a little
Darker
different.
in the eyes, maybe. She's always trying to make up for something. Right some imaginary wrong. Haunted, I guess. Maybe she's nothing like you at all, huh? Thanks for the ride.
Of course.
They just look alike. Peter, your world is not this world.
Am I
He looks so
responsible for this?
Yes, Walter. I'm afraid you are.
I'm guessing they're going to Boston. Oh, they just get frozen in place. Neither dead nor forgotten.
Didn't Walternate work with you? Or rather, the William Bell from this side?
Alternate, no. Seems that William Bell on this side was killed in a car accident as a young man.
Oh.
Over here, the other you and the other me never had occasion to meet.
Oh. Wow.
Imagine how much money you could have made if there were two of you.
Let's remember, the only reason I came back over here was to prevent a war and to stop a chain of events set into motion the day you stole Peter.
A little truth, if you please. I know that you helped craft the shapeshifters. Your design signature is all over it.
Ooh.
If I wanted to keep tabs on Walter, I had to remain valuable to him.
Interesting.
I've lost 17 years in a mental institution, William. And even now, I'm still incomplete. I forget things. I have names, places, connections that I used to be able to make so easily, and they just die just outside of my reach. I know that you could cut out pieces of my brain.
Walter,
What kind of man could do that? You robbed me of my memories, of my wife, of my son, of my past!
Walter. I believe you found what we're looking for.
I mean, we should acknowledge that, though. Like, you know, William. Paris. Give him a second.
How did you? We both leave our hidey key in the same place.
The stress.
This will reopen the crack in the door. Without the others, I'm not sure that Olivia will be strong enough to keep it open.
Leave that to me.
To Mom? She's alive.
Oh.
What is she like? Well, the last few years have been hard for her. My sister died during childbirth. You have a sister too.
And a niece.
And a niece. Ella. She's 7. Ella. I need to speak to Peter Bishop. He's in danger here and he needs to understand that. This isn't just an assignment, is it?
Mm-mm.
Are you two a couple?
Not yet.
Please, I need to speak to him. You gotta trust me. I'm you.
Walter told her not to.
You haven't answered my question.
What question?
Why did you remove my memories?
Yes, you owe him this.
I had my reasons.
Betty.
Walter, let the past be the past. We have less than 4 hours to get back. We should go.
Less than 4 hours. Why are we in such a hurry?
Will you help me?
Oh, God.
Okay.
No, I don't trust her.
Stop. You keep your backup gun in your purse, don't you? I keep mine in my jacket.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're still letting her hold her jacket.
Call Fringe. This is done.
Okay, God. Come on, Olivia. Beat yourself. Maybe I should have specified blonde Olivia beat brunette/redhead Olivia. She knock her out? Rifle through her stuff. See if you can figure out where he is. She's gonna pretend to be her. What'd she do with the real her?
Hey, Liv.
Charlie.
The secretary just called. He wants us to move Peter Bishop. Apparently he's not safe where he is.
They found Peter Bishop?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. go, Olivia. I love her.
All right, this is gonna sound crazy. In fact, this is kind of crazy, but what if the object was symbiotic in nature? Which is to say that it wasn't entirely mechanical, that it needed some sort of organic interface.
Uh-huh, like a person.
The spectrum isn't random. In fact, the specificity of the configuration would seem to suggest that the object would only respond to a subset of people, and a narrow subset at that. A subset of one.
Yeah. Which Walternate knew, rather. Please be Olivia.
Mr. Bishop, we're concerned for your safety.
What's this?
This was given to me by an acquaintance of your father, an observer.
An observer?
He gave it to me, I think, to warn me about what would happen to you if you ever returned here. He wants you to know that your friends are here and that they have come to keep you safe.
Hey, Liv, what the hell are you talking about?
Peter, it's me.
Thanks. I think I just figured that out.
She's like, Peter, it's me.
He told me that I could heal the problems of this world. My father told me that all the problems out there started when Walter came over and stole me. And that now that I was back, I was going to be able to help to fix it. His bringing me back was never about fixing this universe.
No.
It was about destroying yours.
Yes, I think so.
I'm sorry.
How long did you know?
A few weeks.
Please forgive her.
Peter,
Don't worry. I'm not going to let him do this.
I don't think that he can. I mean, not without you. Peter,
Please, yeah.
you don't belong here.
Yes, you belong
No,
with
I don't
her.
belong here. But I don't belong there either.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You do. You do.
I have thought of 100 reasons why you should come back to fight the shapeshifters, to take care of Walter, to save the world. But in the end,
She just wants you to come back.
you have to come back. Because you belong with me.
Yes. I love it. It also terrifies me.
Heading back to the opera house.
All right, people, let's move.
Oh gosh. Oh god, I'm so scared.
Help me get this thing inside. Walter!
Okay.
William just seems like done. He's like, Walter, come on. Okay, good.
Hello, Peter. I'm William Bell. Haven't seen you in many years. You're holding up better than I would have thought.
What's a little universe hopping between friends?
That's not what I meant.
Oh god. Go. How are they gonna hold him off?
I supplied Fringe Division with a 76 model.
Is that 77?
This is the 77.
Peter, I don't even know where to begin. I never meant for any of this to happen.
How do we do this, Walter?
I'm so scared.
Phosphorus grenades. Be careful. They're prototypes. They could be unstable.
Well, what do you mean unstable?
Just try not to jostle them.
Yes, Mr. Secretary. I understand.
What? no, they're gonna, no, I can see where this is going.
Dr. Bell.
Oh. Thank God.
What happened?
I used a grenade.
Where's other Olivia, though? I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Why do they look alike? I don't trust it.
It's opening a crack in the door, but we don't have enough power to keep it open.
Yes, we can do it.
We can't. Olivia doesn't have the power, and I haven't thought of a solution.
Walter.
Please don't argue with me, William. Not now. You're only thinking you're smarter than me.
Walter, I will be the power. I've traveled between universes so many times.
But he'll die.
You taught me there are as many atoms in the human body as there are stars in the sky. That's how many atom bombs I am.
No.
That should be enough power to get you home.
No, but then you'll die.
I should never have doubted you.
It's okay, Walter. You always were as stubborn as a donkey with a nail in his head.
Where's the other Olivia? I don't trust it.
Thank you, old friend.
Walter, you asked me why I took out part of your brain. I did it because you asked me to. Because of what you were becoming.
Where's the other Olivia? I'm so scared. I don't trust it. It's not our Olivia. I don't trust it.
I'm sorry I make you nervous.
It's okay. At least you're back.
Okay, but what about Olivia? I don't trust this. I don't trust it. I trust it 0%.
Good night, Walter.
Peter, you are back now, aren't you? You're not leaving again.
I'm trying to see this your way, Walter. I can't. But you did cross universes twice to save my life.
Yep.
So that's got to count for something, right?
Yes, it does, right?
Thank you, Peter.
I wish I could love this moment more, but I'm very stressed for Olivia.
I'm looking for a typewriter.
Well, you're in luck.
A Selectric. Model 251.
Yep.
It's in the back.
Yep. Where's our Olivia? Yep. Fucking knew it. Where's our Olivia? Our Olivia.
Get me out of here.
I hate this.
I know you can hear me!
He doesn't give a shit.
Please let me out of here. I know you can hear me! Please let me out of here! No!
It's gonna be the end of the season, right? Fucking knew it. I really hate that. I really fucking hate that. Okay, you guys. So I feel very conflicted and like stressed after the way that episode ended. I had a bad feeling when she dyed her hair because I'm like, ugh, is there going to be a moment where they're going to have to tell them apart? And it's going to go poorly, and like the wrong Olivia is going to get chosen, and then the wrong one's going to be left behind. And it sort of happened like that, but obviously different. At some point, that Olivia knocked our Olivia out, then pretended to be her, and then went to the other world, you know? And like, you knew that something like that had to happen, because if our people get through and William Bell sacrifices himself, then we're kind of going to be repeating the last couple seasons, or at least the last season, of them sending certain people and the shapeshifter people, right? We would just be repeating that storyline. Yet instead, we have alternate Olivia infiltrating our world and pretending to be our Olivia. And like, I really hope that very quickly Peter, of all people, Peter needs to recognize that that's not our Olivia. And I hope that Peter will, you know, do whatever it takes in order to get our Olivia back, because this is not her. And as much as I like this Olivia, as much as I think that she's a cool character because it's just like an alternate version of our Olivia, I want our Olivia. Like, I love our Olivia. I absolutely fucking adore Olivia and Peter, and they kissed, and I will talk about that, do not worry. But I can't even enjoy it because now there's like this huge stressful thing looming over that, and I'm very stressed. I'm very stressed about it. Like, I thought that this episode was going to be sad, but it turned out to be sad in some parts, but mostly very stressful. And like, I still feel stressed after it. So I know that a lot of you guys have told me that seasons 3 and 4 are like prime Fringe, right? Like the creme de la creme, the ultimate Fringe. And I am excited to get to it, but like, I've really loved seasons 1 and 2, and I need our Olivia, you know? Like, I'm very attached to her. I very, very, very much love her, and I want her to get her happy ending. Not that I don't like this Olivia, but she's not our Olivia, and I'm very invested in our Olivia having her happy ending. So, yeah. I do wonder if in the next season we are going to be switching between worlds, which could be a really interesting premise for the season, because we're going to get John Noble playing, in my opinion, evil Walter, and then we're going to have him playing our sweet, lovable Walter, and then we're going to have maybe more of that one character whose name I think is Lincoln, and we're going to have Charlie back a little bit, which will be fun and cool. If we do switch between worlds, I don't know, because if they just leave Olivia in that fucking box, you know, of a room, then there would be no point. But I'm hoping that, I don't know, I'm hoping that we'll develop, I mean, I'm sure that we will further develop each of these storylines, and I obviously selfishly want to see our Olivia, so I want to see what's going on in the alternate universe, and I also want to see where Walter and Peter's relationship goes from here. I do think that it's going in the right direction, because like Peter said at the end, you know, I'm trying really hard to see it from your perspective, and I'm not, like, I can't, which of course, you know, objectivity is impossible. Like, you can never fully remove yourself from yourself. But he also said, you know, you did literally travel across the universes to save me twice. That has to count for something. And like, yeah, it fucking does. You know, like, I really want their relationship to start building back up, you know? Like, I want it. And, like, I know that the ends don't justify, like, I know that it doesn't make it okay that Walter took Peter from this alternate world, just because I think Walternate is a bad guy. But I think that maybe he gave Peter a better life than he would have had, like, emotionally, because I don't think that Walternate would have been a great role model for Peter. Not that this Walter really was a role model for Peter. He was with his mom. But I don't know. I just think that Walternate, it kind of seems like they said that Walternate didn't have William Bell, right? Because that version of William Bell died in a car accident before they would have met. And so while I kind of read it as Walter tempered William Bell's worst instincts, based off of what we've heard from our universe, it seems like maybe in this universe, William Bell would have tempered Walternate's worst instincts, and maybe he would have been a better person. I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot. I loved William Bell sacrifice. I mean, I loved and hated, right? Because assuming that William Bell is now dead, like the cup, right? In part 1, which I think he is. He's, he shattered and his particles, his atoms, whatever, are everywhere now. Like, I love that he did that for Walter, so he could get his son back. But, like, also, I love Leonard Nimoy. I love Leonard Nimoy, and so I'm sad because he's not going to be on the show anymore, I don't think, and we barely got him. I would have liked so much more of Leonard Nimoy, but I am very glad for what we got, and yeah, I don't know, it makes me sad. But I liked the scene of him sacrificing himself, because I think that it was a really sweet scene. It would have been sweeter and had more emotional impact had I not been stressing, rightfully so, about Olivia at that moment, because yeah, I want our Olivia has been through so much shit in her life, you guys, and now she's in a fucking box in another world, away from the people that she loves, and she just had that moment with Peter, which, yeah, okay, let's talk about it. They kissed, and she told Peter, like, I'm emotional, sorry, like, there's so many reasons that I could tell you to come back with me, but selfishly, I just want you to, because you belong with me, like, even if you don't belong in that world, like, and that's such a big moment for her, because she was putting her whole heart on the line, like, her whole fucking heart. And they kissed, and I fucking loved it, because they kissed, and, like, that's what I want, and I need Peter next season to know that is not Olivia. That is not his Olivia. Like, I need him to know. I need him to know that so much. Like, in my heart and in my soul. Like, I need it. I need it. Like in this episode, he was like, or was it the last episode? It was this episode, right? It was like one long episode, so I think it was this episode. But when he was talking about, oh, she's like you, but different. And then he was like, explaining Olivia to Olivia, and he's like, oh, maybe she's not really like you at all, you know? And I think that was a realization for him, and hopefully he continues that realization into next season when he really needs it, because it's literally not Olivia. But yeah, I don't know. As you can see, I'm very stressed about this situation that we're in now. I need to watch the entire next season right now. But yeah, can't really do that. I'm disappointed in Walter. Not Walter. I don't know, you guys. I think that there's probably 1.5 million more things that I have to say, but I am blanking on them right now because I'm just like thinking I really want our Olivia back, you know? I'm excited to see, like I said, I think more Charlie in the next season. Hopefully, this is again my assumption that the season is going to be split between showing us the two worlds. But I hope we can see more Charlie in next season. It's going to be interesting to see this other version of Broyles, who's a colonel. Interesting. I'll be interested to see like if there's another Nina Sharp on this side. I'll be interested to see what the plot is next season. You know, I definitely really hope that very early on Peter realizes that that's not his Olivia, and even if it takes like till the mid-season or late season or however long it takes for him to get our Olivia back, I hope that he quickly realizes it's not our Olivia, you know? And then the goal is to try to safely open another door and get our Olivia back, because that's kind of the only option I see. But I'm curious if they're going to show more of the other side. I'm curious to see more of it, to delve into more people and more plot lines over there. Yeah, and I'm curious and excited to see the rebuilding of Walter and Peter's relationship, and to just see where the hell we go from here, you know? Like I said, I could ramble about this episode, but I think I've said kind of what I want to say, maybe not as articulately as I would have liked, but what can you do? Anyway, thank you guys as always so much for watching. If you want, you can like, comment, and subscribe if you aren't already. You can also watch the next episode, the first episode of season 3, right now over on Patreon if you're watching this on YouTube, as well as my entire full-length reaction to this episode and every episode thus far of Fringe. Yeah. Wow, what a season. What a season, what an ending, what an emotional fucking roller coaster. I was not ready. Probably not ready for what's going to happen next, but I don't know. I'll see you guys next time for whatever season 3 is going to bring. Until then, bye guys.